Hi everyone! In today's class, we have an easy flow class. And for today's practice, in the easy flow class, we are going to do low lunges. So if you know that your knees need a bit of cushion or a bit sensitive when one knee is down on the mat, please make sure that you have a knee pad or a towel, or you can simply fold your mat for that. So we'll start lying down on the mat. Okay, so go ahead. Once you're down, you can do any small movements that you like. Maybe wiggle the hips side to side. Maybe even move the hands, the feet. Okay, just getting that moment to sort of feel good being on your back, okay, or just being on your mat. And then we'll take a moment here. Okay, maybe palms might face up, maybe hands on the belly or on the heart. And then just taking a moment here to close our eyes. Again, taking a moment to maybe appreciate or just feel good that you are on your mat at this moment. And as we take another breath in, just letting it all go as you breathe out. One more cycle as we inhale and exhale. And then from here, we'll blink our eyes open. Okay. And then we'll bend the knees. Take a moment here again. And then from here, we'll hug the knees in towards the chest. Okay. As you draw the knees in, we'll start to find small movements. Maybe draw circles. Again, you can start off small. Okay, maybe making it into bigger circles. You can choose not to hold your knees if you prefer. And then making sure you go the opposite direction. Just finding that movement at the hips. Okay, one more cycle. And then from here, we'll keep the right knee hugged in. We'll bring the left leg down on the mat. We'll breathe in here. And then we'll find a twist. Bring that right knee over to the left. The hips, you can scooch it over as you anchor your right arm out to a T. Okay, so take your time here. Okay, so depending on when you're taking class, if you're taking this after waking up or first activity for the day, see how your back feels. Or whether you're taking the class mid-afternoon or early evening, still notice how the back feels. Breathing in and out. One more cycle here. And then from here, we'll release. Okay, we'll come back to center, reset the hips, and then we'll switch sides. Left knee, we'll draw it in. As you stretch out that right leg, inhale. And then exhale, we'll bring that left knee over to the right. Scooch the hips over to the left. Left arm, bring it out to a T. Okay. As we breathe in and out. Now usually, this is my tighter side, so I really feel good twisting towards the right. And in my body, I like to do these small movements in the twist. Okay, you can try them out, see if it feels good for you or if it's needed. If not, you can just choose to be still in the twist as you breathe in and out. One more cycle here. And then as you exhale, we'll slowly release. Okay, we'll come back to center. We'll bend the knees, reset the hips again. And then from here, we'll do bridges. Okay, so bring your feet hip width apart, pointing them forward, palms will press down. And then as you inhale, we'll start to lift the hips up. Okay, so see how the butt feels. Hamstrings are starting to kick in. Maybe see how your back, shoulders are feeling here as well. One more breath. And then exhale, we'll release. We'll do that 2 more times. Inhale, pressing down on the feet and the hands as we press up. Exhale as we lower down. 2 more, breathing in and out. Last one, inhale and exhale. Then we'll slowly lower down. Okay, taking a moment here again to settle. When you're ready, we'll hug the knees in towards the chest. Okay. And then from here, we'll roll on over to any side. Okay, maybe take a moment here. And then from here, we'll push ourselves up to seated, and then we'll find tabletop. So you'll go ahead, pressing up, and then just finding tabletop. And then once you're there, settle on the hands and on the knees. Then you can start with small movements at the hips, maybe swaying the hips side to side, maybe even starting to draw circles so that you'll start to shift forward and back. Breathing in and out. Okay, one more in this direction. And then let's go the other direction. Drawing circles again at the hips. Maybe this time, if it feels good, draw it bigger. Swinging the hips, maybe as far as you can, to both sides. One more breath. And then from here, we'll release. We'll come back to center. Okay, from here, we'll reach the hands towards the corners of the mat. Inhale. And then as you exhale, we'll reach the butt back, press the chest down towards the mat. Okay, breathing in and out. But let's keep our elbows lifted, head slightly lifted away from the floor. Okay, and then just feel this sense of lengthening from the fingers towards the butt. And then maybe explore if you wiggle the chest side to side. Or keep the chest anchored, wiggle the hips side to side. See how that feels. One more cycle. And then from here, we'll roll up. We'll come up to tabletop. Okay, from here, we'll go ahead, curl the toes, and then we'll lift up into downward facing dog. Okay. Now in this first dog, let me just adjust my stance. You can move any which way you like. Bend one knee and the other. Maybe hips will sway side to side. Maybe lift the heels up as high as you can. Maybe pressing the heels down towards the mat. Okay, so any movement that you like. And then when you're ready, breathing in and out in our downward facing dog. One more cycle here. And then from here, we'll look in between the hands, stepping forward, walking forward. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, we'll fold. Inhale, we'll reach the arms all the way up. Exhale, hands back by the sides. Okay, we'll start adding. Inhale, arms lift, maybe looking up. Exhale, we'll fold forward. Inhale, come up halfway. Find that sense of lengthening the chest forward. As you exhale, hands come down. Okay, we'll step back to our tabletop. Okay, breathing in and out. Now, as you find tabletop, belly draws in. Find that sensation of pushing and rounding through that upper back. So we'll reach the chest forward, and then we'll slowly make our way down to the mat. Toes point back, shoulders lift away from the mat. Lifting the chest away. And then as you stay here, maybe you'll add small movements at the neck. Maybe you'll look over one shoulder and the other. One more breath. And then from here, we'll come back to tabletop. Curl the toes into downward facing dog. You can choose to be still in down dog, or you can move again if that feels needed for you at the moment. One more breath here. We'll look in between the hands. We'll step or walk forward. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, we'll fold. Inhale, we'll reach the arms all the way up, hands lift. Maybe looking up. Exhale, hands back. Adding on again. Inhale, arms lift. Exhale, we'll fold all the way down. Inhale, come up halfway. And as you exhale, hands come down. Okay, we'll find tabletop again. Draw the belly in here. From here, we'll reach the chest forward, and then we'll slowly make our way down to the mat. Toes point back, shoulders roll away from the floor as we lift up. And then from here, we'll push back into downward facing dog. Okay, inhale, we'll lift that right leg up. can open that hip as you bend at the right knee. Find that sensation of lengthening or just this nice open space at the right side. Then from here, we'll step that right foot in between the hands as we lower down that left knee. Pad your left knee if needed. Okay, if you need cushion for that side, inhale, we'll reach the arms up. Breathing in and out. So as we stay here in the low lunge, reaching the arms up, we'll hug that belly in, draw that zipper as we bend into that right knee without dumping the hips down. Now from here, okay, we'll twist towards the right side, bring the arms out to a T. Inhale, we'll come back to center, arms lift. Just 2 more. Exhale, we'll twist. Last one, inhale. Exhale, turning to the right. We'll come back to center, lift up. And then exhale, hands down. We'll step back to our tabletop. Belly draws in. As you reach forward, we'll slowly lower down to the mat. Shoulders roll back. Inhale, we'll lift up for a back bend. And then exhale, we'll push back into downward facing dog. Breathing in and out. Left side, we'll lift it up. Open through that hip as we bend that left knee. Okay, again, you can be still here, or if you want those small movements, you can draw circles at the knees. 1 more breath. Then from here, we'll step that left foot in between the hands as we lower down that right knee. Inhale, we'll come up to our low lunge on the other side. Traction the thighs so that we don't dump the hips down. Breathing in and out. 1 more cycle here. And then from here, we'll twist towards the left side, arms out to a T. We'll make it dynamic. Inhale, arms lift up. Exhale, we'll turn. 1 more. Inhale, arms lift. And then exhale, we'll twist. Inhale, arms will lift up. And then exhale, hands come down as we step back to our tabletop. Breathing in. As we reach forward, we'll slowly lower down. Toes point back, shoulders roll away from the floor. And then exhale into downward facing dog. Okay, breathing in and out. This time, as we stay for 5 cycles of breath, you maybe observe your thoughts, observe the sensations, and observing the breath. 1 more cycle here. From here, we'll look in between the hands. You can step or walk forward. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, we'll fold. Inhale, we'll reach the arms all the way up. Exhale, hands back by the sides. Inhale, arms will lift. Exhale, we'll fold forward. Inhale, come up halfway. Then as we exhale, hands come down. We'll find tabletop again. Okay, belly draws in. We'll reach forward and then slowly making your way down to the mat. Toes point back. Inhale, rolling up. And then exhale into our downward facing dog. Breathing in and out. Inhale, right leg lifts. We'll step it forward in between the hands. Okay, from here, we'll bring that left knee down. Okay, and then we'll start to shift the hips back so that we can straighten that right leg any amount. Okay, if you need to be on blocks, go grab your blocks if you find that the floor is too far away for you. Now from here, we'll fold forward any amount. Maybe add a bit of chest reaching forward. And then you can add maybe hips will wiggle side to side. Okay, or keep the hips steady. Maybe leg will wiggle side to side. Okay. Now, if you feel compressed here, know that you can always adjust the stance. Okay, 1 more breath. And then from here, we'll rebend that right knee. Hands come down. We'll find tabletop. Breathing in. As you exhale, we'll reach forward. We'll lower all the way down. Toes anchor down. Inhale as we lift up. And then exhale into downward facing dog. Breathing in
and out. From here, inhale, left leg lifts. We'll step it forward in between the hands. We'll bring that right knee down. So still in our low lunge. And then we'll shift the hips back. So we add that hamstring stretch. Okay. So you can flex through that left foot. Again, if you need a higher platform, go ahead, grab your blocks. Okay. As you reach your chest forward, you can fold any amount. You can add small movements. You can pat towel dry if needed. Or you can stick the butt out here. Maybe it might add a little bit more. Know that if you need less, go ahead, you can always adjust. As you breathe in and out. And then from here, we'll rebend that left knee, hands down as we find tabletop. Belly draws in. As we reach the chest forward, lower all the way down to the mat. Inhale, ground through the toes, through the hips as chest moves away from the floor. Exhale, pushing up into downward facing dog. Okay, breathing in and out. Okay, maybe for this round, maybe there are small movements. Maybe you choose to be still. Coming back to the breath. One more cycle here. And then from here, we'll look in between the hands, knees bent as we step forward. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, we'll fold. Inhale, we'll reach the arms all the way up. Exhale, hands back by the sides. Okay. Inhale, arms will lift up. Exhale, we'll fold forward. Inhale, come up halfway. And then as you exhale, we'll find tabletop again. Belly draws in. We'll reach forward and then slowly making your way down. So we add that work at the arms and the shoulders. Inhale, roll away from the floor. And then exhale into downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg lifts up. And step it forward in between the hands. This time we'll bring that left knee down. Inhale, we'll reach the arms up. Still in our low lunge, we'll bring the hands together. Then we'll twist towards the left side. Okay, so left elbow can make contact with that right knee as you breathe in and out. Now from here, you can stay making contact, or if you want to explore, maybe lift that left elbow away from the right knee. One more breath here as you stay in the twist. And then exhale, we'll release. Hands come down. Finding tabletop. Breathing in. As chest moves forward, slowly making your way down. Inhale, roll away from the floor. Exhale into downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg lift up. We'll step it forward in between the hands. Right knee comes down. Inhale, we'll lift the arms up. From here, hands come together, and then we'll twist towards the left side. Right elbow this time makes contact with the left knee. Okay, so you have leverage to push against that knee, maybe twisting a little bit more, but know that we are going to let go or let go making contact. Okay, so there might be a bit of recoil, so the effort is staying in the twist. One more breath here. And then from here, we'll release. Hands come down as we find tabletop. Inhale. And then as you exhale, continue to maybe transition as you anchor the toes and the hips lifting away. And then exhale into downward facing dog. Breathing in and out. As we lengthen the butt back. Noticing the breath at this point. One more cycle here. And then from here, let's lower down the knees. And then we'll find child's pose. As you Sit down towards your feet. Head can come down on the mat. Hands, you can wrap it around the legs. Maybe add a bit of a shimmy at the hips. One more breath here. And then from here, we'll slowly lift up. And then from here, we'll just swing the legs in front. Okay. As we stay seated on our mat. Okay. We just do a quick outfit fix. Now from here, we'll flex through the feet. Inhale, we'll reach the arms up. And then as you exhale, we'll fold forward. Okay, you can hold any part of your leg. Okay, maybe it's the shins, sides of the legs, maybe it's the edges of the feet, maybe the toes, or maybe you use a belt or your towel as you fold forward. So taking a moment here to breathe in and out. You can close your eyes if you like. Staying here for another breath. And then from here, we'll slowly lift up. All right. From here, we'll bend that right knee. Okay. We'll bring that right knee over to the left. Then so make sure that the right foot is pressing down. We'll hug that leg in using the left hand, and then we'll twist towards the right side. Okay. Now, as you use hugging in the leg as an anchor to lift, use your back hand for support as you lengthen the spine up. Okay, maybe you'll look over the right shoulder, breathing in and out. One more cycle here. And then as you exhale, we'll slowly release. We'll release the twist, then we'll do it on the other side. Left knee bends. We'll bring that left foot over the right. Okay. And then from here, we'll hug that knee in towards the chest using the right arm. Okay. So we'll find that lift again here. As we twist towards the left side, hand behind you. There for support, notice if tendencies to lean back. What we want is to find some length through the crown of the head. And then maybe you'll turn the head towards the left as you breathe in and out. One more breath here. And then from here, we'll slowly release. Okay, we'll release the twist. We'll bring the hands behind. And then from here, we'll bend the knees. Okay, we'll do windshield wipers seated. Okay, so still find that sensation of the chest pressing forward. And then you can bring your feet as wide as the mat, hip width apart, or just slightly wider. Then we'll drop the knees to one side. So I'm dropping my knees to the left. Inhale, center. And then exhale, drop the knees to the right. Okay, so you can move with your breath or maybe a little bit slower. See how the hips here feel. Now, as you twist over to one side, so I'm twisting to my right, maybe the left butt will lift a little bit higher. Okay. Come back to center. Exhale, twist to the left. Maybe right butt or right hip will press forward. And then we'll just do that 2 more times. As we twist, inhale back to center, and then exhale, twist to the other side. We'll come back to center, reset the hips here first, okay? And then from here, we'll lie down on our mat. Okay, so go ahead, making your way down. You can roll down, flopping down if you like. Roll over to one side as you make your way down. Okay. Now from here, similar to our first part of class, we'll bend the knees. We'll press the palms down. We'll do bridge again. Inhale, we'll lift the hips up. And then exhale, we'll lower down. Okay, 2 more times. Inhale, hips will lift. Exhale, we'll release. 1 more, we'll do a hold. Inhale, hips will lift here. Breathing in and out. Maybe hands stay on the mat. Maybe you'll interlace the fingers. Maybe shimmy the shoulders. 1 more breath here. And then from here, we'll release.
slowly lower down. So from here, we'll keep the knees bent. So similar to what we did at the first part of class, we'll do bridge, planting the palms down. And maybe notice this bridge might feel different, maybe not. And then inhale, we'll lift the hips up. And then exhale, we'll lower down. Okay, just 2 more times. Pressing the hips down, up, as we press the feet and the hands and shoulders down. And then we'll slowly lower down. Last one, we'll do a hold. Inhale as we lift up. You can stay here, or maybe hands will come together. Maybe shoulders will shimmy. That feels good for you. One more breath. And then from here, we'll slowly release. We'll lower down. We'll take a moment here. And then when you're ready, you can hug the knees in towards the chest. You can draw those circles again. Just coming back to the gentle movement. Okay. And then as we bring the knees in, giving yourself another hug. Maybe head will lift up. And then we'll let everything go. The head, the hands, the legs, as we straighten them out. Or know that you can keep the knees bent if you like, if that feels better for you. Then we'll take a moment to settle again. Maybe if it's automatic for you to do small adjustments to get into that space of just being really comfortable. Or maybe it's the thoughts. Maybe it's the sensations. Whatever it is, can we somehow let it all go? So we take a moment here to be still and quiet in Savasana. So you're welcome to stay in Savasana for as long as you like, if you have the time, or if this is the time that you have for your practice. Go ahead, start to find small movements. Okay, maybe hands will reach over the head, giving yourself a nice big stretch. And then when you're ready, you can roll over to any side. Maybe taking a moment here as you make your way up to seated. Okay. And then we'll take a moment here again to settle in our seats as we cross the legs. As we take a moment to let the hands be soft. So we take a moment to breathe in and out. And this time, as we bring the hands together, bowing down our heads, and always giving yourself gratitude for your practice, and thank you for sharing your time and energy with me, and for letting me guide you. Namaste. So I hope that Easy Flow class felt good for you. If it felt good, just to get that easy stretch for your day. So I would like to thank you for watching. This is Every Yoga by Jo and Daya, sharing everyday yoga for everybody.